Welcome to the shop next door. A vise is like the cornerstone of your shop. It doesn't matter what you do, working on cars, metal fabrication, woodwork, a vise, everybody's got a vise. And this is mine. It's a 6-inch Irwin vise, and I've had it for, I don't know, 13, 14 years, something like that. And right now it's on the corner of this extremely terrible work table. See, the problem is this table doesn't have locking casters, and these casters are welded to this frame. I'm probably gonna get rid of this entire table and build a whole new table, maybe get a welding fixture table if I can find one used or something like that. But it would help me a lot if this was just freestanding on its own pedestal. That's what I would prefer. This should be a pretty quick build, so let's jump into it. I'll go and show you what we're gonna do. For the base of our vise stand, I'm gonna use this 1-ton dually wheel. I'm sure there's a bunch of other builds on YouTube, people doing this exact same thing. A lot of people use those big, gigantic brake drums from like semi trucks. Well, I don't have access to one of those. I do got a big dually wheel though. Inside the wheel, to add some weight, I'm gonna weld in a bunch of used brake rotors. I think I can fit 3 in there, maybe 4, I'll see. And then for the upright, I've got this piece of exhaust tubing, which is from a diesel truck, probably one very similar to where this wheel came from. We're gonna fill this up with concrete. Then all I gotta do is put a plate on here. I'll just rummage around in my scrap that's in that corner and bolt the vise to it. Shouldn't be a big deal. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is clean up this wheel with a flap disc in the area that I know that I'm going to be welding here soon. So yeah, I think I'm just going to weld some tabs or little chunks of metal to the edge of the wheel to hold these in, maybe a strap all the way across. These aren't like adding any structural integrity or anything to this, it's whatever. It just needs to be heavy on the bottom, so I just need those to stay in place. So from here, I went in and got all the rotors placed in. I accidentally time-lapsed this whole thing. I ended up welding this bottom rotor to this bottom piece, just so it doesn't slide around. Now you see me here cutting out this bottom plate I'm going to use to block off the exhaust pipe. It's just some scrap 1/8 inch sheet metal. Welding that plate to the bottom of the exhaust pipe all the way around. Rounding my corners because I don't want to look fancy, I guess. And burning it into the wheel. At the end here, I'm just cleaning up this top, getting ready for the top plate to be welded on. All right, so I just grabbed a 50-pound bag of fast setting concrete. Just there's no particular rhyme or reason why. It's 50 pounds. We're not going to do any mixing or anything like that. I'm going to pour it in. I'm going to spray a little water in there, and that'll be more than enough for this. I should have did this outside. Got the concrete poured in there, got the water sprayed in there. It'll soak down through. That'll all harden up. I don't know why I was thinking I was gonna fit a whole 50-pound bag in there. I fit like 15 pounds in there. Let that set up overnight, come back, weld our plate on the top, put our vise on the top, we'll be good to go. We might even paint it. All right, it's been a couple days and the concrete's dry in the tube. Got this piece of 1/4-inch plate that was generously donated for this project. Just big enough, I'm gonna cut a chunk off of it and start drilling some holes for the vise to mount to. As you saw, I got my piece cut out, I got all my corners rounded off, I got everything deburred. I went ahead and center punched the marks where my holes need to go. I'd like to take a second to talk about this drill press right here. You don't need a lot of money to get equipment to do stuff with. This is a big, tall, 6 foot tall drill press. I got it for 150 bucks on Marketplace. Everything in this shop, this bandsaw right here, yeah, it's old, yes. And there is better stuff out there for sure. But this is gonna do 99% of what I needed to do. I just needed to drill straight holes, okay? And it looks cool because it's old. Don't think you can't have something just because you can't have the newest, best stuff. You can, just keep an eye out for it, save a couple $100, and you can buy a drill press that can drill through quarter inch thick steel, no problem. I went and got this top piece kind of all leveled out and centered up on this pipe. It doesn't have to be perfect, obviously, because this is just a bunch of scrap going together. But I figure if there's one piece of this puzzle that I want to be semi-right and semi-level, it's this top piece, so it doesn't look all wonky. I'm gonna go ahead and tack it and check it again, then full burn it in. It's good. All right, well, it's turning out really good. I'm really happy with it. It's nice and solid. My floor is not even close to being flat, so I'll have to find the right place to put it. I'm thinking in this corner right here beside the bandsaw, or maybe where this engine block is. I don't know, somewhere over here. I think for the last step, I'm just gonna spray some black spray paint on it and bolt the vise down, maybe clean it up a little bit and call it good. Well, that's the vise build. There's nothing extravagant or special about it. It's just a wheel with a pole that holds up a vise. I really like things like this in the shop though, because something like this is gonna last my entire life. My kids and my future grandkids one day, when they come in here, they'll see something that's part of this shop. This is like permanent furniture in here. I like that kind of stuff. There's no reason to ever buy something like this. This was made out of 100% scrap metal. I didn't purchase anything here except for the vise, of course. But I bought that many years ago. A vise, you can get plenty of used vices out there for relatively cheap, but a vise just lasts forever. It's not like it really wears out, and if it does, you can fix it. This is a pretty low tier welding project that the stakes are pretty low on. If you're looking for something to build and practice welding, a vise stand is a good start. Thanks everybody for watching. I got more videos coming up, more automotive and automotive adjacent videos, all kinds of different projects. If you liked what you've seen here today, go ahead and subscribe and look out for more videos in the future. See ya.